truck's black gold. Look at that. It was froze for about 5 feet, I would say. Whoa, look at the icebergs coming out. That stinks horrible. Look at the big chunks of ice. Boy, I'll tell you what. That works very, very well. She's full feed right now, 4-inch pipe. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm glad to see you stop back in for another Larson Farms video. Today, not sure what we're all going to get into, but we're going to start with, we're working on the belly dump here. I think I've mentioned before that this valve here that dumps the belly, the clam, was shot, so we replaced that. Then we got into the wiring, and this truck and this truck can't pull this because of the way this belly dump was wired up. Only our other trucks could pull it. So we're gonna actually switch it over. How it was wired before was the 7-pin, the center pin that's normally for your ABS controllers on newer trailers, was actually switched on our other trucks. Like a switch in the cab, you could power it up and turn it off. And that was actually how this trailer dumped its belly. This don't have it, nor does this, and I don't want to cut apart the harnessing. So we're gonna actually wire it into our third axle lower switch.
Hello.
What are you working on?
The dump trailer.
They're putting lights on the dump trailer. The harness was cut from the conversion, and I want to have signal lights and brake lights, so they're running a harness, and everything's there. They just gotta figure out which wire's which. So hopefully this is as easy, I'm hoping. Now with that being said, it would be this easy if that was the same valve, but I don't know how that new valve is wired up. And I hope it don't need 2 powers, because then we're really gonna be screwed. Anyways, I just gotta pull the wire out of this connector and wire it up into basically a different one of these. And it should be that easy. Alrighty, I got it all wired up, plugged in, and guess what? I had no power. But there's 3 terminals on there. I watched a YouTube video, and I swapped the wires in this thing right here, and it works. So I know you guys want to see it work, so I'll go hit the switch. So now the truck was dead, naturally. Left the door open, dome lights, drained the batteries over the weekend. So basically now we have 5 semis. 4 of them can pull our triple axle trailers, like they're wired for it, that 4-pin little round connector. So then we got a switch for that axle, raise lower basically. So that is now what we're using on this trailer. So all but 1 truck will be able to pull this trailer. And technically speaking, we never do use that truck to pull this trailer. That one's always on the low boy. So let's see, we're gonna hit the trailer axle dump. That valve is a heck of a lot more responsive than the other one, let me tell you. I like when things work. Oh, Toby, look at all the sticks for you it dumped out and made a nice mess. Hey buddy. For those wondering, his leg is, he's using it now, so you're coming around. You don't need no surgery, do you? Let's hope not. He's using it, so, and he ain't complaining, are ya? He gimps on it every once in a while, but just like anything, you'll heal up, right, buddy? Yeah, right, buddy? All right, so this thing just needs a couple tires pumped. Should be ready to go. I believe it was parked away greased, and everything seems to check out. I checked the wheel seals again, hub oil, that's good. That was why it got brought in here mainly, was that valve too. It was severely junk, the delay. Sometimes it'd open right away, the next time it would take 200 feet. Well, you want to dump it in though it's 200 feet, not wait for it to open. So that was needing to be replaced, and it's really reactive now. So pump tires up. This thing should be ready for a summer full of gravel hauling. Bad news, bad news. I pumped this tire. I know I pumped it because it was almost debeaded. I pumped it before we left for the weekend, and she is back in the black, which means we have a leak. And I started squirting down the tire. Doesn't see no leaks anywhere. And I squirted the valve stem, and it is bubbling very bad. So, being I know that I don't want to pump this every other day, every 2 days, I'm gonna have to demount the tire and clean that up, maybe put a new fitting in, and hopefully that fixes the problem. So this ain't so bad at all, actually. I broke the bead, got a pry bar in there, and I got it out. Look at the corrosion. Unbelievable. That ain't maybe where the biggest problem is in the hole. The worst is right on the face here where it was leaking. So I'm gonna take and sand that down a little bit and clean up my O-ring. I think it should be good, hopefully.
Hello everyone. It's gonna sound a little different for me today because I got a wisdom tooth top left yanked out yesterday morning, and there's no pain, but I'm trying not to move my mouth too much so that the blood clots don't fall out and cause more issues. So Brody and I are working on Dumpy 2.0 here. It came with brake lights, blinkers, and a reverse light, but when they cut the cab off, they also just cut the wiring harness for that, and so we just routed a new harness to plug into the standard power outlet on the back of tractors. Where Brody is here, is where they cut the harness, so we spliced them all there. The tough part was making sure you had the correct wire to the correct light bulb, because all the wires are dirty or have been painted over in this Steiger color. But we did get it plugged in now. He's putting on the finishing wire loom. How's that going, Brody?
It's going. We're gonna get by with this one, I think.
Yeah, we have too small wire looms, so I think we're just putting on 2 layers opposite of each other and another layer of tape. But this thing now has lights. We think there's a good chance that we'll be hauling on the road for maybe a half mile to a mile, and we might be working in the dark, and whether or not it's dark or not, we needed hazards going down the road. So this is set up. I think Chet maybe fixed the tire leaking issue. We pumped a ton of tire goop into here. Same thing Brody was doing with our new used digger earlier this winter. So this is done. It's leaving the shed.
Well, there we go. Nothing to it. Cleaned the hole out, cleaned the face of it, tightened it really tight. Should fix the problem. We'll let her air up here and I'll check it for a leak again. But that wasn't too bad. Didn't have to even take it off. Just broke the bead, get the pry bar in there. A little sketchy doing it yourself, but all my fingers are attached yet. What are you guys into now?
Adding more lights.
If you can't tell, we're like addicted to LED light bars and just lights in general.
This is gonna be so bright and so nice.
So there was a light on the back of it here. Here it is. You know, this is your standard junk. And
should we test it?
it didn't work either.
You want to test
Before
this?
I threw it, it didn't work.
No, actually, we had that plugged in. It was working good. But
Should we test it?
let's run it.
So you've got all the taillights working now?
Yep, taillights, hazards.
But we figured that we'd better have some reverse light for backing up to holes and whatnot.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's gonna be loud? I don't know. Why do you have have the lights wired up to the beeper?
Because it was pre-wired up, and we thought, you maybe want that on.
Duggo's coming to investigate the noise.
That worked good. It was loud.
So due to the frame being in the way, we pointed them at each other, which looks kind of goofy, but we should have lots of light to the reverse. What do you think, Duggo?
I thought that was that sound that submarines make when they surface. Isn't that alarm? What was that? Why is that on there?
Well, they got it wired so you don't forget the lights on. When you turn the lights on, it starts beeping.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. That sounds right.
Well, you see, when you wire into the reverse light of what used to be when this thing had a cab on it, yeah, it's hardwired in with the beeper as well. So we just didn't cut it yet due to time for pranks.
I heard it. It's loud.
It's like Little Pete, it's semi that beeps.
That's a little softer.
How is your jaw doing? Did you tell him that you got your wisdom tooth jerked out? You should have seen him try to eat. He was eating with his head slanted, so all the food went to the...
Yeah, keep it away from the fresh wound. I just did a saltwater rinse.
That's the best.
It's like when Mom used to hold me
Oh,
underwater
yeah.
in the ocean.
Oh. Oh, man.
Wanda will really appreciate that comment.
Just kidding, Mom. I know it was a bath that you dumped salt in.
Are you cold, or what are you barking at? Is the cat bigger than you this time? What's wrong? Shop's cleaned out, and now we're cleaning the floor.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna get the bean planter in here, unfold it. We had dirt, gravel, dust, zip ties everywhere in here. So I swept the whole floor. Brody's actually vacuuming under the benches, and Eric's cleaning the floor. We're gonna get the planter in here because we got an install coming for the bean planter. So we gotta get that unfolded, rip some stuff off of it, and yeah, we're actually putting another, well, another weight distribution kit. We put it on the corn planter 2 years ago. We loved it, so we're gonna have that installed on the bean planter also. So we gotta rearrange. We got rid of a lot of stuff that was in here. That was done too. That Brody got all done.
Yeah.
You're vacuuming under the benches?
No, I did that. Bothering me. Bees wings and flies. You know.
Yeah.
Now we just wait and watch.
Yep. Let's time lapse him cleaning the floor. It's a big load. Man, that's gross. What do you think the Walmart floors look like when they clean them?
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
All right, she's all cleaned up. We're gonna try and get the floor dirty again. Try is more like will get the floor dirty again. Anyways, we're gonna back it in, unfold it, 2-track. I should be able to weasel it in right in this here area, hopefully. I know with the 9RX you can't really maneuver it the best, but let's do it.
And then we're going to bring in the corn planter.
Yeah, we might need Duggo's expertise for the unfolding of that beast.
Okay, well, we'll take care of getting the equipment and you guys just stay comfortable. Still can't talk here.
All right, we're got the planter in here unfolded, starting the process of stripping down. We got to take off. Ooh, look at the blood everywhere. Soy green red balls need to be taken off here because this is where the weight distribution kit gets installed. So we have to revamp. We're gonna wait to install this again till they have the kit on. Is that your blood or the soy green?
I'm bleeding. Help.
That was supposed to be RV antifreeze.
You didn't do a very good job.
That soy green just comes out of everything. So this, we're gonna have to cut this off and then we'll let the professionals do what they do in this area. I need to get this floor drain unthawed. I don't know if I'll attack it today, but Proline, I bought a special sewer hose with jets on it and everything that we got to shove up, and it's 1/4 inch. Should be more flexible to make the bends and corner to unthaw the basically floor drains. So we'll have to test that out here in the near future. This is the hose. I figured there's no better time than the present to get the drain cleaned out since it's stinking like sewer in the whole shop now again. This is what is supposed to do the magic work here. Kind of a rounded tip. There's a hole facing forward, and there is 3 or 4 holes facing rearward, so it's supposed to suck itself in, plus blast forward at any ice or debris that might be causing the restriction. So hose is pretty nice, little flexible. We're gonna hook this up to our 1/2 inch pressure washer hose and go out here and send it up the exit hole, see what comes out. If you guys are interested in anything like this actually came from the place that we get our soap from, and they sell power washers and you name it, they have it. So check them out. Their link is always in the description below on our website. So the guy I talked to said to make sure that you put the hose in the hole before turning the pressure washer on, or you're gonna get sprayed and it's gonna whip you in the face. But part of me wants to test out what that looks like. This is kind of where the curiosity killed the cat. Might as well try it. I think this is the part where they say, don't try this at home, leave it to the professionals. Well, I'm not a professional, but I do suggest to not try this at home. So the guy said never turn it on when it ain't in a pipe. But I figured for the video's sake, we've got to turn it on when it's not in the pipe.
I can tell you exactly what it's going to do. Watch out.
Who's going to turn it on? Who's going to stand and run?
You mean just open the valve?
Yeah, just open the valve up.
Oh, I'll do that.
I'll yell. We're going to stand way over here. Are you ready?
I'm back here.
Go slow, Eric. Oh, it's not nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be. It's digging itself in the gravel. Easy. Easy, Eric. Easy. He's just sitting here giggling. Yeah, that's interesting.
You was chasing Brody down.
You wouldn't want to be 5 feet from the end, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna shove it in the hole. Okay, I got it inserted a long way up there. It actually hit that bend where we couldn't make it through the last time. Turn it on and see if that helps persuade it around the corner. Do you think it's happening? Do you think it's working? Well, that leak is somewhat concerning. That's nice. I hear things happening. It rounded the corner all by itself. Oh, I hear it hitting things. Or you just let it cook then for a while, or what? I suppose. I'll get back to you on this process. I think we're getting somewhere. I've seen some ice chunks coming out, and it's feeding in more. But we'll know when we're through when a bunch of dirty, muddy water comes. Oh, look at that. She is froze up. That just came out. We got a long way to go though, I would say. We've struck black gold, look at that. It was froze for about 5 feet, I would say. Whoa, look at the icebergs coming out. That stinks horrible. Look at the big chunks of ice. Boy, I'll tell you what. That works very, very well. She's full feed right now, 4-inch pipe. That smells horrible. Smells like duck slough. This was fun. I'm almost glad this happened so I had this experience. Rarely do you say that when you have trouble. Well guys, that project's done. That went well. I'd suggest owning one of these. I can't believe we haven't owned one. Well, we never had this issue really, I guess so. But now we do. Now we do. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Should be good for the rest of the winter though. Warmer temperatures are ahead. Well, I think that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. It don't look like it's quitting time, but it's 6 o'clock. I love that. I love that it's getting lighter out each day. Makes a guy want to work more. It'll make it easier when we get in the tractors and have to work 18-hour days. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one.